Hi, you may know me. I'm Dino Pinch from YouTube's partnered Handyman Zone channel. Okay, so you actually got off your butt today and you did something. You fixed that toilet that the wifey and the kids were yabbering about all week. Dad, the toilet's broken. So, you changed out the tank flapper.
Oh my God!
You may not be done.
Oh my God!
You may give the new tank flapper a try by flushing with the handle so that the toilet will flush just to make sure the tank flapper fits. Oh my God, it's working better, but it's not right.
Such an idiot.
What I've done is make a mock-up of the inside of a toilet tank just for my YouTube viewers to demonstrate chain length and its importance in a flapper. Imagine this is the inside of the toilet tank with the lid being up here. To flush it, you have the flush handle. I'm operating from the outside, but this is what it would look like on the inside. And what will happen is, although it actually flushes, you've left the rest of the chain attached. And what happens is every once in a while, the strand of the chain will get stuck under the flapper, preventing it from sealing. And then your toilet will just run and run and run. The tank will never fill up. The next time you go to flush it, you're going to get a very weak flush and probably get a clog, and you'll have to get the plunger out. The remedy to that is simply removing the excess chain. So once you get your adjustment right, and a proper adjustment would be like this is too loose because I have to move this arm a great deal before it actually engages the flapper. So I would want this actually a little shorter. And it's very important to get the length correct, because if it's too long, it won't lift the flapper up when you go to flush. And if it's too short, the flapper won't close. It'll always be open and your tank will never fill up. So I've just shortened it up a little bit and I'm hooking it back on. Now see, I've got about half of that amount of free play, but still, that's too much. So I'm going to shorten it up another 3 links. And we're going to reattach it. Oh, that's perfect. So I got a little free play on the arm, which means my flapper is going to close every time and get a good seal. And yet, when I operate it, I'm going to get it fully open so that it can float as the water drops down and give us a nice flush. But the important thing is to take the excess chain off. And I'm either going to use what they call a dike, no homo, or a nipper, if you want to be politically correct. And I'm going to leave like 3 extra links past the clip just in case I have to readjust it. And I'm going to clip it and take the excess chain and discard it. Now there's no extra hanging chain to get stuck under the flapper, and we have a great flapper installation now. And those are a couple of the things I wanted to demonstrate with my mock-up toilet tank. I hope you've enjoyed it. Watch the rest of this video coming up because we're going to show you this in actual operation. It's only a couple of minutes, but we're going to use an actual toilet. And then you guys, my YouTube audience, you will be experts in flapper installation. Hi ladies and gentlemen, it's Dino from the Handyman Zone. Today we got, now this was a toilet that the homeowners tried to fix themselves the other day. And they're having a little trouble with it. But it's not a big deal, so I want to show you guys real quick. And I'm going to tell you now, thanks for subscribing, because I get paid for this stuff, and that's the only reason I'm helping you people out. So help me out, sub, rate the video, and use the comment box while you're here. But anyway, so they put a new flapper in, and I'm going to show you 2 problems. Okay, so there's a brand new flapper down there. But the first problem is the chain on the flapper. They left the free end too long, and what's happening is it's getting stuck under the flapper, and the flapper isn't closing. So looky here. Okay, so now this is all clean water in this part of the toilet. You don't have to worry about it. But look, the long chain, you just leave like 1 or 2 links and you open it up with a pair of pliers and take the extra out and throw it out. You either have a really quick flush or the toilet just runs and runs, never filling up. Try adjusting the chain length. The tank flapper may work, but the chain length is wrong. Don't forget to adjust the chain. Let me explain a little about chain length, then show you a quick video to help you understand. As a side note, YouTube demographics has been telling me my female viewership is on a sharp rise. I'm with an audience share of 39%. That's fantastic. I've been trying to get the mommies and the female audience. You girls, you women are my target. I'm so over trying to teach modern man about this kind of stuff. It's really a hopeless endeavor. You mommies, on the other hand, you're that glue that holds this society together. You're the ones doing everything. So take a minute and learn flappers. Over your lifetime, it will help save you time and money. Tell your girlfriends about my channel, share me on social media, and help me build the best YouTube handyman channel out there. Okay, I took the excess chain out. What's happening now is it's getting stuck underneath and it's not letting the flapper close. The second problem, while they were putting that flapper in, they knocked the rim feed tube out of the overflow. This is supposed to go in the overflow with this clip, and what that does is, and I'm trying to do this one-handed and tell you guys, okay, so that tube goes in, water comes out of there, and what that does is it gives you your rim feed. It gives you that water that comes around the rim. If you don't have that, the toilet doesn't fill up enough after the flush. So when you flush it again, you don't have like a proper level in there. You're not going to get a powerful flush. One other thing I wanted to demonstrate is, now I'm missing pieces in here. I just wanted to basically show the flapper, but there's also a fill valve in here, which could be that thing with the float on it, or that fluid master, that plastic one, but they'll have a tube on them. Not every toilet has the tube, but the ones that do, you want to make sure that that tube goes inside this overflow tube. It's going to squirt water inside, and that's for your rim feed, which we'll show you on this video coming up. But that's very important that that tube goes in. A lot of people, homeowners, after they'll do the flapper, because they'll sometimes have to take this off to get the chain over, and they'll just leave it hanging, shooting into the rest of the water. That's not where it goes. It has to go in the overflow tube in order to fill your bowl up correctly so you get a powerful flush. Two simple problems in a homeowner do-it-yourself toilet thing. The chain, cut the excess chain off, just leave 1 or 2 links, and the rim feed tube got knocked out. It's a common thing. Take care of those 2 things, and this would have been a great homeowner job. So, again, stop and think. Don't panic and call the repair. Don't panic and call the repair guy. Stop and think. Double check everything, and you're sure to find the problem yourself. Okay, I took the excess chain out. And then I noticed that the flapper chain was a little too long, so it took too much of this, and the flapper wasn't opening far enough. So I made it 1 link shorter, so now the flapper pops open all the way. And I put the rim feed tube back in, which means that we're getting the proper amount of water in there. So let's give her a flush. Okay, that's good. The flapper pops up, stays open, closes. No more chain getting stuck on it. And we got a great rim feed. Good deal. You'll notice that there's sometimes a few holes on the flush arm. I always use the end hole, although it's perfectly alright if you wanted to use those other holes. They're just there for fine adjustment of the chain length. No big deal. Use any hole you want, but make sure that you have a little free play in the arm before the flapper engages. That way you're sure that it's going to close every time and get a good seal, and also not too much free play so that when you do flush it, it opens all the way so that it could float up with the water level and drop down as needed. Now, the one thing you want to pay attention to is there's usually a lid on this toilet too. So let's say the lid was here. That's as far as that handle could go. Notice the flap is not opening all the way. So pay attention to that. You may have to even make this a little bit shorter. And as long as you have a little free play before it engages the opening, you'll know that it's going to close. And if the lid is there, you'll know that it's going to open enough. It's very important. One good way to do chain length, and it's very easy, is let's say your old flapper had a great chain length that worked every time. The only problem was that the rubber got bad and waterlogged and it wouldn't float anymore or something like that. What you can do is, let's say this is the new one, this is the old one. You could match up the chain length between the new one and the old one and just set it that way. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't have nippers to nip the chain, you could use like a needle nose plier and just bend it open. You can actually just hold it and hold the chain with one hand and bend the link open with the pliers. They're very easy to bend, and you can just separate it that way. You could use 2 pliers to open the link. You could use a pair of pliers and then stick like a screwdriver in the link and bend it open that way. It's very easy to bend these chains and open them up. Well, boys and girls, and especially you women, my target audience, thanks for watching the Handyman Zone. My name is Dino Pinch. Please subscribe to my channel and come back anytime you have any trouble in the house. Feel free to inbox me with your needs and concerns, and I'll address them with the best video I could possibly make, hoping to help you out.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide.
You're a silly spook, they sit by your side.
Shrouded in a dark disguise.
They